Hey guys, we are continuing with our pronouns and we're nearing the end of our pronoun sessions. So remember that there are 8 kinds of pronouns. So we are addressing the last 2. And then for the next class, we will be focusing on the demonstrative pronouns and how it can come in handy in different tests like SAT, TOEFL, and IELTS, you name it. All right, so let's get started. What are demonstrative pronouns? They are pronouns like this, that, these, those. And as we know, a pronoun is a word that represents a noun that we call the antecedent. So what does a noun or a pronoun do? It functions as the subject or the object of the sentence. So that is why they are very important parts of speech. All right, they are not like our modifiers that can be crossed out. All right, so in this case, the first sentence, this was his choice, not mine. This is the subject and was is the verb. And second example, Randy will enjoy these. Randy, and then will enjoy. These is the object. However, I do want you to keep in mind that for SAT, oh, pardon me, why? If you see pronoun questions, the ones with this, that, these, those, but without a noun after, these are more likely than not the incorrect answer choices. So let's say today, if A says this, B says that, C says those people, and then D says these, chances are you would do well if you go with answer C, even without reading the sentence itself, because for SAT, whenever you use this, that, these, those, the demonstrative pronouns, you want to make sure you're referring to a specific antecedent. All right, so you would want to choose this. All right, and let's compare the following, right? In the next 2 sentences, this is my car and this car is mine. So keep in mind that a lot of words can work as different parts of speech. So one example would be some words that function as noun, but at other times they can function as adjective. So let's say today campus, right? I live on campus. In this case, campus is a noun and it's functioning as the object of the preposition. But if you take a look, all right, or this camp is large, right? In this case, camp is the noun, right? And it is functioning as the subject of the sentence. But I enjoy campus life. In the third example, the campus, which is originally a noun, is now functioning as an adjective. It is modifying life. So same thing with this. The campsite is beautiful, right? In this sentence, our camp, which is originally the subject, it is now functioning as an adjective, a modifier, modifying noun. So the same goes with a demonstrative pronoun. Sometimes they can function as a demonstrative adjective. So this is my car. In this case, you can see, all right, the subject is followed by a verb. But in the second sentence, this car is mine. Car is your noun. That is the subject. Is the verb, right? So in the second example, this is an adjective function that modifies car. Right? And if you remember when we talked about personal pronouns, the possessive case can also be adjective or noun or pronoun, pronoun function. So the word my, this is a personal possessive adjective. It's modifying car. Whereas in the second example, mine, this is not modifying anything. So this is a pronoun. Okay. All right. So that's it for demonstrative. Moving on to reciprocal. So what does it mean to reciprocate? To reciprocate meaning there is kind of an exchange of favors. So to give back, so to speak. So let's say if Bob does something nice for you, maybe he shares his notes with you when you were absent. So you would reciprocate by sharing notes with him the next time he's absent. You return the favor, right? So reciprocal pronouns also means that there is kind of an exchange. There's a there and back motion. And that is why the pronouns are each other and one another. So for example, siblings should take care of one another, and Jane and John like each other. So you might be wondering, so when can I use which? So when you have each other, you can only use it in a situation where there are two people. Okay, whereas one another can be used in cases where there are three or more. Okay, so let's say today, if you're in a class of 20 students, right, I can say share your notes with one another, discuss with one another. Whereas if you are working in pairs in groups of two, I can say discuss with each other. All right, and that's it for our demonstrative and reciprocal pronouns. Bye-bye.